Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a layout for you made for my creative scrapbook, and I'm using this diamond slash square shaped paper from the kit. And I had the idea to do kind of cut them apart and do a grid layout with the diamonds, and then add the photos into some of the squares. So originally I was just gonna do the squares and then make the photos like diamond, just turn them a different way. But then I decided that was a little too plain, so I kind of cut it apart and did this. Once you cut it apart, I distressed the edges just to give it a little bit of some texture. And then to lay it out, you want to use a T-square ruler. That makes it a lot easier to align everything. I don't typically measure, but I do use the T-square just to help me make sure that the placement is good and things are centered. And then I'm using a temporary adhesive as I'm kind of laying this out so that I can move things around pretty easily. I'm usually pretty good at eyeballing, so that's where I started. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of shift some things around just to make sure that there's even spacing on both sides. Now, if you love doing math and figuring that out, more power to you. But I usually just do some eyeballing and then kind of shifting things around. So the adhesive makes it really easy to move so that you're not stuck with the placement. And then once you've got that figured out, the rest of it is adding pictures and embellishments to the layout. You can also add some stitching as well. So lots of things to do here. You can also layer. So one thought I had kind of after the fact was you could cut smaller squares and also layer them on top of these bigger ones for that added dimension. So something I'll have to try on a different layout, but some ideas in case that gets your brain going. So if you haven't seen this collection, you absolutely need to have it. I love the colors in it, especially all the different like florals and ephemera in the package. I just love the pops of the red and the pink together, that light green and the dark green, like one of my favorite Christmas collections ever. So back to the design here. I wanted to have like a central element for the title. So I used one of these die cuts in here. It says holiday happiness. And one thing I like to do is kind of play around with clusters. So making it, a little bit more natural versus all of these harsh lines that you have with the squares and the diamond shapes. You can add like florals to really soften those edges up and also give it lots of dimension. In the collection, you also get this foam sticker sheet. And I kind of went around some of these diamonds and added little icons from that sheet. You could also add more photos. So if you have a lot of photos that you're working with, which I'm sure, for a holiday / Christmas theme, you likely do, then you can definitely add more photos instead of having all these different icons. If you're not sure how to do these small photos, they're about 1 inch and 3/4 wide. You can use a free app on phones. So I used the Print a Size app, and you could get a bunch of little photos on a 4x6 and then just print the 4x6. And then after that, you just cut it apart with your paper trimmer. So really cool. If you haven't tried it, definitely it's changed my scrapbooking life, I will say, to be able to use smaller photos and also get a lot more photos on my layouts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were inspired today to create Check out more details in the description. Go grab your kit and let's start creating together. See you next time.